noted alien species said to visit the Earth. It allegedly occurred near Portsmouth, New Hampshire on September 19, 1961. To this day, skeptics cannot dispute every detail of the story. Believers see the Hills incident as the defining moment in gray history, when the nation and the world awoke to the troubling phenomenon of alien abduction. In her last on-camera interview, the late Betty Hill shared her experience.
My husband Bonnie and I are returning from Montreal, Canada. We're traveling down through the White Mountains of New Hampshire.
Yeah, but this is not working.
When we suddenly spot what we thought was a new star in the sky.
It's definitely not enjoying
and as we watched this,
the game and the YouTube channel.
It changed
apparently.
direction and came in towards
Which I'm not
us.
understanding, but it's not for me to understand.
Barney
apparently.
pulled over, grabbed a pair of binoculars, and stepped out of the car to get a closer look at the menacing flying object. Betty Hill's niece, Kathy Martin, was a teenager
And
when this
I'm dealing
incident
with
occurred.
severe lag on top of that.
At that time,
Which is always
through
fun.
the binoculars, he saw the leader, what he called the leader, and crew members. There were people looking down at him.
And as he's watching, it began to descend. And at this point, he became frightened and ran back to the car, yelling that they were trying to capture us.
She was screaming to him, "Barney, you damn fool, come back here. Get back here."
They sped off.
Trying to fast castle, but
A short while later, they heard a buzzing sound. They turned onto a logging road and stopped.
There was a roadblock, and there were people in the road.
well, we were doing really
The people
good.
approached the car, and they realized at that point that they were not human, that they were the people that Barney had seen in the UFO. This is where their memory lapsed. The next thing they fully consciously remembered was they were driving down the highway again, and they proceeded home.
When the Hills noticed the time, they realized that about 2 hours had elapsed that neither of them could account for. That was just the beginning of a mystery that would soon unravel. For nearly 2 years
So what
after
we're gonna
their
do-
experience,
Oh,
the
of course
Hills
there's an
had
ad.
troubling nightmares.
I wanted to make a thrill ride like you've never seen before.
It's all bets are off.
No way. Get ready.
Salve. Edifico.
Super hard work. Don't let us having fun fool you.
They went to several medical specialists and eventually were referred to Dr. Benjamin Simon, a highly respected Boston psychiatrist and neurologist with an extensive background in hypnotic therapy.
Dr. Simon told us these UFO people had caused us to have amnesia. And Dr. Simon removed the amnesia so that we could remember clearly all that had happened. They took us on board the craft, their craft. And we were taken into separate rooms. They were very human looking. They had 2 arms, 2 legs. The only difference basically were their facial features. The noses were very, very small. Almost no nose. Small lips, small nose. They examined my eyes, ears, nose, throat. skin, hair, and all. And then I was put on a table where they scraped my skin in an attempt to find out if our skin was alike or different.
Hill says an alien conducted sexual experiments on them. They took semen from Barney.
Wow.
Betty may have had eggs extracted.
Wow.
He tried to insert a needle-like instrument in my navel, which caused pain, so he stopped doing it. And I was grateful for that.
Oh. That's usually
Years later,
what they
Betty
don't care
Hill
about.
produced the first alleged eyewitness depiction
usually
of the
don't
Greys
stop
since ancient
with the
drawings
pain.
and carvings.
It's usually torture.
They portrayed the alien leader, who showed her a tantalizing clue to indicate where they came from.
I asked him where he was from, and he showed me a star map.
In a hypnotherapy session, a few years after her encounter, Betty drew a map of an alien star system. At the time, experts could not identify it. But then in 1966, Marjorie Fish, an enterprising ufologist and amateur astronomer, became fascinated by Betty Hill's star map. Fish spent the next 7 years examining the map and constructing models, trying to match it to a known star system.
It was only later, when a new star was discovered, that they found exactly what Betty had drawn on the star map.
In 1973, after reviewing 23 star models, Marjorie Fish claimed to have found a fit. She declared that Betty Hill had drawn a star system some 40 light years from Earth, Zeta Reticuli.
That's a problem.
At the California Institute of Technology, Dr. Charles Beichman, one of the world's foremost astronomers, examined Zeta Reticuli.
We have no way that to possibly travel that far. We don't know of any way for any solid vehicle to go that sort of a distance. But relatively speaking, within the scale of the galaxy, it's a very nearby star.
In a conventional Earth-based space shuttle, it would take nearly 1.5 million years to reach Zeta Reticuli. In addition to his duties with the California Institute of Technology and the Jet Propulsion Lab, Dr. Beichman is a leading member of NASA's Origins program. Their mission is to probe space for signs of life. He concedes that life is possible in the universe, maybe even on Zeta Reticuli.
Here we're looking at the two stars in the Zeta Reticulum system, about 40 light years away. The binary stars could well have planets around stars like this. The system is old enough that, in fact, you could have a stable life having evolved on any habitable planets in those systems. Again, prospects good. What do we know today? Nothing.
With just tantalizing evidence, but no definitive
What is going on here?
proof that the Greys actually come from Zeta Reticuli, Betty Hill's case continues to be hotly debated. However, skeptics and believers can agree that since that night in September 1961, hundreds of alien abductions have been reported.
Just as a disease is contagious, so can an idea be contagious and spread from person to person.
Did Betty Hill really meet aliens from Zeta Reticuli? Did they conduct reproductive experiments as part of an evil agenda? Are the people claiming to have been abducted reporting the truth?
They're dreaming with their eyes open. So they have these hypnopompic, or upon awakening, hallucinations. That's the tactile sensations, the lights, the buzzing, and especially the sense of presence.
So many times the debunkers try to explain abductions as people simply mimicking and repeating stories that have been passed around over the years. Well, here's some people who had nothing to go by. Nobody had ever reported this, and yet their abduction experience is remarkably similar to what we hear from people even to this very day.
When the Betty and Barney Hill abduction story broke in the 1960s and was soon followed by many more, the general public became entranced with the idea that alien spaceships were visiting Earth and that extraterrestrials, known as the Greys, were abducting humans. But in 1969, the U.S. Air Force dismissed the accounts in an investigation codenamed Project Blue Book. The report concluded UFOs constituted no direct threat to the United States, and reports of unidentified flying objects were the result of a mild form of mass hysteria, or, quote, war nerves, hoaxers, publicity seekers, psychopathological persons, and the misidentification of various conventional objects.
There is nothing in the records which would indicate that we have been visited by any advanced civilization.
With that, the U.S. Air Force declared the case closed. However, ufologists were not swayed by Project Blue Book then, and many still believe that the U.S. government has been involved in a cover-up of cosmic proportions since the Roswell case.
It really has to be said that Blue Book was nothing more than a PR effort by the Air Force to explain away UFO phenomenon.
I think early on, in the 40s and 50s, when they began to learn, they meaning the government, that UFOs, extraterrestrials, were probably a reality, I think it scared them to death because, number one, they feared public panic, disruption of the social systems, religious systems.
Oh my goodness.
And they were loath to admit that they could not control the skies of the nation.
Size.
Try as the Air Force might to debunk UFOs again and again through the 50s and 60s, whoever's operating these UFOs didn't appear to read the Air Force reports because they kept showing up.
Okay.
Ufologists argue that Project Blue Book cannot account for a large number of cases. Out of 12,618 UFO reports, 701 remain unsolved. One of the most intriguing unsolved cases took place at Holloman Air Force Base, New Mexico in 1964. According to the story, an alien spaceship landed at the base. Several Greys emerged and were greeted by U.S. military personnel. It later became the basis for the famous closing sequence in Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
This is absolutely, something we cannot confirm. However, it has to be said that a rumor of this came out immediately. An airman at Holloman Air Force Base who went into the town and started talking about this. And according to the accounts, he was highly distressed, very upset, didn't know what to do, and he was not seen again.
I wanna go outside again. I wanna sit back with the windows down and
Walmart Plus members save on delivery, gas, plus so much more. Join today.
1984, two mysterious film canisters appeared, which would help perpetuate the claims of conspiracy theorists.
Jamie Chandray in 1984 received this package in the mail, which was undeveloped film. There were two sets of undeveloped film. One was given to Bill Moore and one was given to Jamie. And he, in turn, released this to the world, and it was an 8-page memo signed by Harry Truman.
Known as the Majestic 12 or MJ-12 documents, they suggested that on July 9, 1947, President Harry S. Truman appointed 12 high-ranking military and national security personnel and authorized them to conduct a covert mission, a top-secret research and development intelligence operation responsible directly and only to the President of the United States.
The large number of documents that I've been able to accumulate very clearly show that we have a covert program to keep from the public the recovery of a large number of crashes that include the recovery of extraterrestrials.
The Majestic 12 documents detail 4 types of spacecraft that the aliens use. They include disc, cigar, circular, and triangular-shaped crafts. But most intriguingly of all, within the pages of the MJ-12 documents, there is, for the first time in history, acknowledgement of alien beings that are known as the Greys. In these official-looking papers, they are called extraterrestrial biological entities.
So I installed a fan in front of the modem because it's 81 degrees in here, and every time it gets hot is when we start having problems. I got food. I got chalky milk. And I think in terms of playing the game, let's see if there's any campaigns we can get into. Well, there are. Okay, cool. So Thoros, the tiny kingdom of Cilician Armenia, lies between hostile empires, its ruling family in Byzantine captivity. When Prince Thoros escapes, he embarks on a dangerous campaign to liberate his homeland. But the vengeful Byzantines are not his only foes. The Seljuk Turks covet the region as well, and a ruthless Frankish crusader is pursuing his own schemes to the south. So in this, we'll be playing as the Armenians. We'll be doing actual campaigns instead, because clearly low elo ranked hell is actual hell. And I don't feel like subjecting myself to that nonsense. Because A, it's not good content. B, it's very tilting. It's very frustrating. And I don't want to get frustrated on stream. I really don't. That being said, we could stick to politics. I know we were averaging quite a lot of people here earlier today. And then when we switched to conspiracies and aliens, people actually started dropping off. So if that's not something that we want to do on this stream, that's also fine. I happen to enjoy playing this game. And sometimes current events are just a little bit too bleak, and we kind of need to let our hair down. Of course, we could just as easily continue doing Project 2025 for the duration of our stream, and then touch on whatever current events may. On that note, I'll leave it to you guys for feedback. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start the Thoros campaign.
There was a special operations manual.
Class of firstborns. Men whose sole claim to lordship is being first to crawl out of their...
I guess we can't really hear that, can we?
Most of them do nothing but squander their
So, a lot of Age of Empires have these little PowerPoint slides
second son's duty
and
to
audio.
depose his incompetent brother and rule in his stead. I am one such man, and you, young squire, might one day become one as well. Yet even I do not compare to Thoros the Great, the second son of the Cilician Armenian king. Thoros supplanted his older brother and became the heir of his father's kingdom. Yet it was a frail inheritance, as the Byzantine Empire had its sights set on the realm. The Byzantines still nurtured the vain Roman dream of ruling all of the Mediterranean. And Cilician Armenia, weak and divided after years of internal strife, was an easy target. The Byzantines took the kingdom easily, and threw Thoros and his father into the deepest dungeon in Constantinople. It is said that the Cilician Armenian king was brutally executed on the emperor's orders. But Thoros was not his father. Using the charisma that the latter had sorely lacked, he managed to sway his captors into postponing his death. Some even whisper that Thoros seduced a Greek princess into helping him escape the prison and board a ship to Cilicia. Having met the persuasive man on a few occasions, I am inclined to believe that the stories are actually true. Now an outlaw with no following, Thoros found his homeland overrun and his family seat occupied.
Actually, it looks like we could play now with the bitrate being what it is. I guess we'll find out as soon as we start playing, won't we?
The landless prince was determined to change.
All right. So we have to retake our family home by eliminating the Byzantine forces guarding it. Thoros must survive. We are restricted to Castle Age and 125 pop. If it dies, the mission is lost, but do not hesitate to send Thoros into combat. Stephen and Mle, I don't know how else to pronounce that, were never captured by the Byzantines and are both hiding in the nearby mountain. Visit them and convince them to join the rebellion. The sea offers plenty of food for your fishing ships, but beware of Byzantine vessels patrolling the coast. Instead of lumber or mining camps, Armenian villagers construct and deposit resources at mobile mule carts. Thoros' return is not yet known to the Armenians. However, as soon as the prince reveals himself, fighters willing to help retake Cilician Armenia should appear. Near the beach where Thoros disembarked is his family's old seat, Vaca Castle, which a Byzantine garrison of infantry and archery units occupy. So that basically means use cavalry. To the north are other Byzantine-controlled castles, held by longswords, light cav, and skirmishers. That's probably also heavy cavalry. Should the Byzantines be attacked, they will likely send cataphracts into battle as well. So definitely you will need knights. The brothers Stephen and Mle could be of help against the occupiers. Yellow has retreated to a hidden mountain, while Red resides in a village to the east. The Seljuks claim the Armenian territories to the south, but it may be possible to temporarily come to terms. Thus,
Vaca Castle, my old home.
The story unfolds.
To see it in the hands of the great Byzantines is a disgrace to my fond childhood memories. I will need soldiers to take back what is rightfully mine.
I cannot believe my weary eyes. It is you, Thoros. So
why can't I zoom out at all?
True, after all.
Hello? What is going on here? I've heard rumors that this is extremely glitchy, these campaigns.
Drive the insidious Byzantines out of your castle and avenge your father's death.
That's not gonna be enough. Why can I... What is going on here? Windowed, full screen. Alright. So that's mildly helpful. We'll probably want to upgrade and upgrade. Maybe we don't need to upgrade that. Should upgrade that. And then give ourselves a couple more soldiers. I don't know how we do that if there's a castle. Oh, okay. Got it. That tracks. Wait a second, what? How much does it take to get 200 swordsmen? Okay, so we can't do that. Let's see if we can bait a couple of these out here, especially that. We can probably solo some of this, such as the scorpion. No doubt we can handle the scorpion. Yeah.
Just be careful. I cannot afford to lose many men.
The fighting. Alright, so we are doing alright with our fighting. Probably because we upgraded, which is... Buddy, where? So we got our objectives. Okay.
On the grave of my father, I swear I will not rest until all of Armenia is free.
Alright, so now we can get bowmen. Where's our villagers? Okay.
Our scouts located the castles from which the Byzantines control our homeland. Let me show you.
Definitely not used to this screen being so small, but if we don't, we're gonna have a lot of trouble with the stream, and we don't want that. So the enemy is scouting us.
Some villagers have returned from their hiding places in the mountains. We must provide them with mule carts so they can start gathering resources for our army.
Alright. Sure, we'll go there. And then we're probably gonna... Thoros? Oh, with mule carts, I see. Those are the castles we need to destroy. Oh. Just gonna go ahead and steal sheep. No time like the present. Light Cav, and we got Scout. That's fine. So we'll chase him around. We could do the fishing ships, but... What we are instead going to do is rely on the actual food eco that we have. We're going to need to build mule carts. Oh, which are a lot cheaper to build, it turns out.
Your quarrel with the Byzantines is not our affair, but those dogs stole a trade cart loaded with precious goods from us. If you return it, we will reward you.
Your two brothers managed to evade the Byzantines. Perhaps you should pay them each a visit, my prince.
Alright. Turn the stolen trade cart to the Seljuks. So first of all... Oh, more sheep. We're gonna steal those. And that over there.
Yes, Patras. Yes, Jeroben. Yes, Jeroben. Yes, Jeroben.
Ayo, derim tagabod.
Alright. Send that over to the gold.
Yes, patrastem. Հրամանք ձերք, Տեր իմ թագավոր, ես ուզձայս կառուցան այդ կտրեմ։
That's the cart that we need to attack. Okay.
Thors, it is you.
That seems doable.
I am surprised to see you alive and well. Happily surprised, of course. You want to march against our Byzantine friend? Enemies? I would love to help you, really. Alas, as long as their soldiers are roaming my lands, my hands are tied.
Oh, we build that over there? Where? Oh, where is that going? Okay. Actually...
Outlying villages tell of Byzantine troops marching towards us. The enemy will arrive soon.
Destroy the camp near the mill
We have delivered
base.
the local villagers their mule carts. They'll toil for us now.
What the hell? What? I guess. Where is my army? Why is it doing nothing?
Այո, Տեր իմ թագավոր, Տեր իմ թագավոր։
Այո, Տեր իմ թագավոր։
Oh.
Բարև ձեզ, Տեր իմ
Այո,
թագավոր։
ես ակսորսամ։ Հրամանք ձեզ, ես իմ ակսորսամ։
It's a very messy, Why is this not giving me both? I want both of these damn things. Jesus. So I am dealing with lag. That's outstanding. That is the last thing I need right now, is lag in this. I don't even care about the aggression. It's just like, are we kidding right now? No, obviously you need to stay there. Can we build another castle? Perfect. And then build another mule cart. So far, this is, I guess it's going as expected. So we're trying to keep our economy afloat. Dealing with aggression. Perfect, now we are defended. Why are we not... Why can I not select more than one? Okay, so we do have everything that we need. Except for ballistics, it seems. Okay. Don't know why this is here. Really not understanding this. Why I cannot select more than one, but yeah, I guess. So we're gonna start upgrading a little bit. And probably want to build another one down there. Probably go ahead and build a castle. Go back and get our gold. Hold on. Okay. Return the stolen trade cart. That's the thing that we're trying to do over here. Oh yeah, we'll go get champions. Hell yes. Where's the rest of them? Well, actually, is there gold over here anywhere? Another thing we could do... That cart does not... So I don't know what triggers these carts to actually follow, but I guess it's not universal. Really? I think we're gonna have you build a fortified church as well. Damn. Do we? Oh my god. The fact that I cannot select all of these at once is frustrating. Pretty sure that castle's gonna go down before we can do anything about it. Unfortunately. So I can select my army, but I can't select my personnel. Okay. It's fine, I guess. And we're just not gonna attack, or... Right. I guess we'll patrol there for now. We have a solid army here. Not picking up on what's going on here. Alright, this must be the other brother. So what we're gonna probably want to do... Oh, now I can select everything. Of course. When I'm trying to save them, can't do squat. That's so annoying. We're gonna need rams to obviously take down enemy castles. And we're gonna want a barracks to make sure that we have all of our stuff researched. And we are going to float as many resources as we can. Oh, geez. Oh, I see. That was 100% my fault. That was my bad. Right, now we can destroy everything in peace. And you can go visit your brother. Wait, why? And why did this cart not follow you? Why are you not attacking the pipe?
Koros, you are alive. I lost most of my men and had to...
Oh my goodness.
Provide me with fresh troops and I will fight alongside you.
Alright, so we visited everybody. We're gonna need everybody to go over here. And we're gonna all go after the castle. Jeez. I'm guessing that's an army that just walked past everything. Because of course it did. You are probably gonna be fine. Please start attacking things.
Thank you for returning our valuable belongings. Take these discarded trebuchets as a token of our gratitude.
And don't attack the towers, I guess? Oh my god.
This castle will no longer house Byzantine soldiers.
That's convenient. So, the good news is As long as we defeat the castle, we can take over the land here. Somehow, I think I just triggered a major event. Oh. All right. All we gotta do is beat the castle. While this army is getting triggered, oh, that's funny. Battering ram wars. That's rough. Get the castle. Let's go. Stand ground. Don't kill the Vills, because you probably don't actually have to. Kill everything else, of course. So in order to take down Castle Age castles, you need an astronomical sum of rams, it seems.
All hail Taurus, Lord of Cilicia, Lord of the mountains!
Alright, I kind of figured that meant everything was now ours, which is super convenient. Oh! We won. Alright. Are we gonna get an ending message?
Must have felt invincible as he and his brothers raised the fearless lion banner of his Rubinid dynasty atop the battlements of Vaca Castle. Against all odds, he had managed to liberate a sliver of his lost homeland. The Byzantine emperor was humiliated. Fuming with rage, he dispatched his agents to contact the Hethumids, old rivals of Thoros' family. Just as the Emperor had hoped, Cilicia plunged into civil war as the two families vied for control of the kingdom.
Alright, all things considered, we did alright. Again, I have no idea what was going on with not being able to select everything, so what was up with that? Game. Right-click garrison, select all villagers. Probably want to do that. Click drag. I don't know why that wasn't working then. Two button mouse. Yeah, I think that's what we wanted. Safe delete. Yeah, why wasn't I able to select my villagers then? I don't get it.
The Hettimid-Ruminid conflict painted the Taurus Mountains red with blood. But this was only a prelude to the greater slaughter ahead. The Byzantine Emperor pounced on the weakened kingdom, leading 12,000 soldiers into Cilicia. To Thoros' dismay, many nobles who had once sworn fealty to him deserted and joined the Byzantine invaders. Spurred on by his brother Malay, Thoros tried to broker a truce, but received only mockery in reply. We will grind your petty kingdom into dust and gut you like your squealing oaf of a father, laughed the Byzantines. Most rulers would have crumbled in the face of such adversity, but Thoros was no ordinary man.
Wait a second. Oh my goodness.
Called
It's Conspiracy Day Friday and we weren't listening to the... All right. Our first Conspiracy Friday was a little less than ideal. And I think if we're going to do that, I think we honestly don't do Age of Empires. Because I think that's too much going on a screen. Conspiracy theory commentary, playing the game, and I can't even do both at the same time. So I think, for now, we'll go ahead and quit the game. I thought this meant quit all the way. Jeez, alright. And, I think because of the connectivity issues, we lost a lot of our viewers. It's also 7 o'clock anyway. So, lesson learned, if we're going to do Conspiracy Fridays, let's actually do conspiracy videos like this. And then we'll go from there. So, I do apologize. I thought that would work out much better than it obviously did. I apologize for the... connectivity issues. I didn't realize that my game was still on 4K or that the 4K of the game wouldn't get condensed correctly for the stream, but either way, that's what happened. So I know now that prior to the stream, if I'm playing, I need to set the settings to minimum. Otherwise, we're going to crash and have a bad time. So... Right, Thoth does not approve. Bad technology. But for now, we got a lot accomplished. We were able to cover Project 2025, do yet another course on it. We were able to cover current events. We were able to cover Palestine. And we were able to cover messaging for the not conservative organizations. And hopefully we're gonna continue building along these lines. And yeah, if it turns out that we just don't like playing Age of Empires as a stream, we actually want to talk about politics all day, all night, we can do that as well. It's just finding current events that are relevant and to talk about tends to get fairly difficult, because not every day is a news day, as it happens to be. So. On that note, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will pick up on day 3 of infiltration of Project 2025.